What is on my felt pack today? You read the title. This is going to be my most controversial video, and it is a tier list video. I was just sitting here thinking about, well, the mask, really. Um, yeah. I was really thinking about the mask and how brutally overpowered he is. And I was like, hey, maybe I should make a tier list of characters to fight. Now I was gonna make this a bracket fight, but I've already made the template. I might as well stick with it. I'll do a bracket fight later on in time, but right now we are focusing on tier list. Now, I want to preface this. I looked into the universes that I personally enjoy as a nerd. So, if your character is not here, if there is a universe or there is a superpowered character in gaming, anime, what have you, that is not on here, let me know in the comments and I'll do maybe a part 2 to this. But I think I have got most of the godlike beings on screen right now. They did not do Dante justice. They did not do any of these characters justice. Oh, buddy. Oh, I feel so bad now. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. But first off, we have Dante. Now, here's the tiers. We have World Ender, which is like the obvious, like, most powerful. We have Powerhouse. They're strong, but they're not gonna one punch a world. Then we have Okay. It's just like, okay, you could put up a fight, but you're not immortal. We have Novice, and it's just like, maybe land a couple of punches. And then we have Grunt, which is just like, you're weak. Which, I don't know, man. I wasn't going to make this a character versus character thing, but I feel like that's the only way you can really rank most powerful. I was going to do it to where, like, I pick a character and based off of how likely they're able to survive fighting their entire universe. Yeah, so I didn't do that. Maybe that'll be a different thing if I can find out the kinks. Anyway, we have Dante. Now, gonna say this. I am a Dante stan, a Dante simp. He's only on Powerhouse. He cannot punch a world. He is not the end of the world. Even if he cared enough to end the world, he couldn't do it easily. So, yeah. Gojo, World Ender. If he wanted to, if Gojo turned to the dark side, I could see him obliterating everyone. I mean, he is literally the strongest curse killer there is. I forgot the names of the ranks. King of Curses is Sukuna, which he's not on here only because I only picked the characters that are the strongest. And I'm pretty sure Gojo's stronger than Sukuna. I don't know. We'll have to wait until season 2. Or season 3. Season 3. Make it happen, anime. All for One. Now, I did not put Deku. People are going to get mad at that. Deku is not stronger than All for One. I'm sorry. But if you have to fight his disciple before you even touch the main man himself, you're not ready. If you're having a hard time fighting All for One's disciple, All for One's successor, all just Shigaraki, you're gonna die instantly fighting All For One. But All For One, literal world ending. If he did not have the ideal of wanting to take over the world and reform society, I'm sure he would easily just like punch the world, and that's it for it. Superman. World ending. Now, I know I have dogged on Superman, and this is actually why I hate Superman, but love him at the same time. He is overpowered. He's too powerful. That's why you can't really make a video game about him without nerfing him to death. Because you know damn well people will commit atrocities as Superman in video games if it was realistic. But no, they're never going to make a Superman game just because narratively it doesn't work. Because how are you going to make a game about somebody who's immune fun? You know what I mean? Conquest. This is going to be controversial, but he's just at Powerhouse. He does a lot of damage to the city. But if he was really the bloodthirsty person he claims to be, wouldn't he have already butchered Earth tenfold? He wants a fight. His ideals do not match up to somebody... I mean, I probably shouldn't put that into perspective, because then everybody would be at Powerhouse. Or everybody would be at World Ender. But I do not see him punching the Earth and shattering it. I just do not see that. For Thrag, however, I don't know much about Thrag. He's not adapted into the show yet. I can't get my hands on any manga or comics or anything like that. So I'm late to the party, but I assume Thrag is the most powerful Viltrumite. And if Conquest can do that much damage to a city, imagine what this guy could do to the world. Omni-Man. I'm going to say he's top of Powerhouse. Here's why. I actually don't have a reason why. But, in the comics, I think he does fight Conquest. With that being said, I think he wins. So, yeah, he's that. Goku. Easily. Easily World Ender. You see this man's feats? This is why I cannot watch Dragon Ball Z. Because I do not like Goku. He is overpowered. Now, there are video games about Goku. But that is dimming him down so much. Bro. Now, I will die on this hill. Wanda's getting out of this alive. Here's why. She can literally think of somebody disappearing, and it happens. Now, Gojo will give her a run for her money. I will say that. Because he can stop time, he can... Oh, shoot, Metro Man. It's fine. It's whatever. But Gojo can stop time. However, Wanda could literally just whisper him away, and bam. Wanda transcends any attack. This was going to be controversial. I don't think Sung Jinu. I think his name is Jinu. I love this anime. I love Solo Leveling. But this man dies almost every episode. He gets impaled. He gets beaten and battered. He survives so much that the average human could not. But he still gets weakened. He has to use items at his disposal to heal. He does not naturally heal. So, that's why he's only at okay. Actually, no. Okay, we'll rank them from how powerful they are, and then to see who's coming out on top. Thor. Gotta say it, Thor. I gotta see more, dude. I have to see more power feats. Because you throwing lightning at people, you throwing hammers and axes, ain't gonna cut it against people who can literally barehandedly beat your ass. I'm sorry. Okay? Compared to everyone else, you're at okay. Thanos, however... Now here's the difficult part. Should I add his Infinity Stones? If not, he's at okay. I feel like a lot of these people could obliterate him. Okay, Dante. Well, Dante's a really good fighter, so... But he's at the bottom of Powerhouse. Yeah, Darkseid... what does Darkseid even do? Other than command people. Do I put him at novice? I feel like a lot of these people, if they punched him once, he'd go down. Okay, this one's a controversial one because... I mean... Come on. It's Samantha. This is specifically the Samantha who controls the zombies. She literally ended the world. She actually did that. Whether she wanted to or not, she ended the world. Same with you, Eobard. Eobard? Same with you, Edward. Even though Edward did need help to send the rockets to the moon, because I believe you can't do the moon Easter egg without the group, which makes sense because you kind of want the entire 115 group to be there for the big event. So, yeah. This is where it gets complicated. I put the FNAF characters in here because I am a FNAF channel. And they have to be put in grunt. They just have to. Actually, no. I'll bump them up a bit because Springtrap is a grunt. He is most likely going to get his ass beat. However, they're only on this list because of soul play. I think Puppet is the most powerful out of all three of these people. Yeah. SpongeBob has ended the world. He has ended the world. In an episode recently, there was a thread in Bikini Bottom, and it's an obvious joke to, like, people who have ADHD, who have strings on their clothes, but he still keeps pulling on the string and essentially breaks the thread of the universe. That is an amazing feat. You may think that I added him as a joke, but no. I did not add him as a joke. He actually picked up the thread of the universe. That is insane. Okay, PewDiePie. This one's more of a glaze. Because I was thinking, who is the most powerful person in our universe or in the YouTube space? PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie has influenced so many people. I think he changed the course of YouTube as a whole. Now gaming is like one of the top content creation things ever. PewDiePie pioneered that. Arceus. He's the god of Pokemon. He's a world ender. Kratos. Now, I believe that Kratos could punch the earth and do a lot of damage to it. However, we do see him get damaged quite a bit. So he's actually at the top of Powerhouse. This man, I think his curse is that he can't die, if I remember. If his curse is that he cannot die, then we're putting him at the top of Powerhouse. Not World Ender, because it would probably take him a while to end all 9 realms, but yeah. Steve. Now, this is vanilla Steve. We're not including mods. Because if we included mods, Steve would easily be at second place in World Ender. He is second place to Powerhouse. Now, you may be asking, oh, is this a joke one? Hell no. Steve has literally he's defeated the Ender Dragon. He's created a monster out of souls and killed it for its Ender Star. And he's literally traveled to 3 different dimensions with which each have intense weather. Let me explain. So the end, I think, has been described as the coldest part of Minecraft. It's literally the void. So, like, the void is literally cold. Colder than winter. It's colder than Sub-Zero. The nether is literally hell. It is hotter than the sun. It is literally the core of the earth. And Steve has been in it. He crafts potions that literally break the laws of everything. Right? He breaks the laws of everything. This is also including creative mode, by the way. The man can hold blocks and blocks of gold. Not to mention with the the bundles. The bundles and the shulker boxes, you can carry a whole inventory full of shulker boxes that are full of gold, or the heaviest substance in the world, and still walk around just the same. You can wear armor crafted by probably the heaviest metal in all of Minecraft, walk around with a sword, and still walk fine. He is a god. Steve does not get enough credit for how powerful this man is. I'd even argue that he's up there with Wanda. He would be second in place. But actually, he's gonna be at the bottom of World Ender. That's how powerful he is. He can break bedrock with his fists. In creative mode, of course, but. Now, Herobrine. Now, this is purely based off of if they wanted to, they could. Herobrine gets third. Why, you may be asking? Because I genuinely believe Herobrine could end the world if he wanted to. But I think Herobrine loves the thrill of the chase. He stalks you because that's what gets him off. He loves stalking the player because he loves freaking them out. If he was anywhere near Thanos level of villainy, oh, the world would be doomed. Warden. Powerhouse. This man, the Warden, can kill Steve with full steel armor. I'm just going to say steel because we're going to we're applying this to real life. He can kill Steve despite having literal steel armor with full magical enchantments of protection, mending, every bit of protection this man can bypass. Not to mention, he can take multiple blows of every mob. He wins every fight against every mob. Literally pin him against any mob in Minecraft, and he is going to get out alive. He is literally the definition of a tank. Victor. This one's difficult. He's at okay. Pains me to say that because I love Victor. And from what I know, unless we get more arcane shows, he's the most powerful. And I mean powerful. Powerful and strong are interchangeable here. If it was the most influential, this post would be very, very different. Vader. World Ender. I believe that there are some parts of the books Vader pulls down a literal planet. So, yeah. Give that an image of you. So, I actually messed up with this one. Could not think of anybody who is more powerful than Alistair. Literally Lucifer. That's a mess up on my end. I'm sorry. I was not thinking. I was just super excited to do this. So, Alistair came to mind when it came to most powerful characters in this. With that being said, he is a powerhouse. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you guys agree with this list? Later on in the week, probably tomorrow, I want to say, you'll be getting a fight between all of these characters to see who is the most powerful. So yeah, that'll be fun. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. See you guys later.